Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to the English class of grade 6. So, I hope you all are doing good. So, let us continue this chapter which we were doing in the last class, that is Christmas gifts. Before moving to the chapter, let's move on to glossary. Let us see the meanings of few words. Unwrap, take off the paper that covers something. For example, if the gift is packed, if you want to see the gift, you have to remove the wrap, then only you can see the gift. That is called as unwrap. Then a while, for a short time. Longed, desired very much, that is you want more. Tresses, locks of hair, that is we have got more hair. Adorned, added to the beauty, that is if you are already beauty, still more you are adding something to make you still more beauty. Now let's move on to the chapter. So before going to the chapter, let us see what happened in the last class. So yes, you know that, right? They were a couple by name Della and Jim, right? These two were husband and wife, and you know that, right? Christians, they celebrate Christmas Eve, that is the day before Christmas, on the day where they will exchange gifts, right? So Della want to give some gift to her husband, so she decided to sell her hair, right? And she sold her hair also. For how much money did she sell her hair? Yes, you are right, that is for $20, right? The shop lady said she gave her $20. And how much she had already saved? Yes, you are right, $1.87. So with that she purchased, what she purchase for Jim? Yes, platinum strap, right? To put it, she purchased a platinum strap for Jim. Then what did so, and she was waiting for the Jim to come to give him the present what she purchased for him. And also, and she was thinking, yes, and as she cutted her hair, she was looking like a naughty boy, and she was in fear that whether the Jim will accept her, because she was so pretty with her hair, which was liked by Jim. And now she thinks that whether the Jim will accept her or not. Okay, she is in that fear, and her face became white in fear. Okay, yes, now Della was waiting for Jim, and she heard Jim steps on the stairs. Okay, then she got the fear that whether he'll accept or not, and she was praying to the God, let Jim accept me. Okay, so now let us see what happened after that. What did the Jim say? The door opened and Jim stepped in. He looked thin and very serious. Poor fellow! He was only 22 and was already burdened with a family. He needed a new overcoat and he was without gloves. Jim stopped inside the door. His eyes became fixed upon Della. It seemed as if he had turned into a statue. Jim, darling, she said, don't look at me like that. I had my hair cut off because I couldn't leave without giving you a Christmas present. You don't know what a nice gift I have got for you. Now say Merry Christmas. Your hair is gone, sold and gone. It went for you, boy. Don't you like me just as well? I'm me without my hair, ain't I? Now, so Della opened the door and Jim stepped in, and he looked thin. So Jim was very thin and he was always serious because he was just 22 years old fellow. Okay, at the age of 22 only he was burdened with the family, and he got married, and they were in the middle, as they were in the middle class, they were unable to meet even their basic needs, right? Even he needed a new overcoat, but that also he was not able to buy, and he did not have even gloves also. So as he stepped inside the house, he got fixed and he became like a statue, as if some statue is standing there. So because he, by seeing Della's face, he got shocked and he stood like that only. So then Della said, Jim darling, don't look at me like that. So she got scared and she has said to her husband, don't look at me like that, because now I had a haircut. That too, I had a haircut to give you the Christmas gift. Okay, she said like that. So you don't know what I brought for you. It's a very nice gift, and now you say me Merry Christmas. I'll give you the gift, she said. So then he got shocked and he said that your hair is gone, sold and gone. Then he asked, why you sold like that? Okay, sold and gone. He was in a full shock. Okay, by seeing Della's hair, he was in a shock and he stood like statue and he asked, sold and gone. So then Della asked, even now I'm pretty, right? You won't like me. Then she says, I'm your Della. Don't you like me? With the haircut, I'm pretty as before. Jim seemed to wake up as if from a dream. He drew a packet from his overcoat pocket and threw it upon the table. Dell dear, he said, your haircut won't make me love you any less. But if you unwrap that packet, you'll see why I was lost a while at first. Della at once tore open the packet. A scream of joy came, but it quickly changed into tears, for there lay a set of combs which Della had worshipped for many months in a shop window. They were expensive combs, she knew. Her heart had always longed for them, but with no hope of possession. And now they were hers, but the tresses that should have adorned them were gone. As Della asked him again and again whether I doesn't look pretty, so Jim seemed as if he woke up from the dream. Okay, then he took a packet from his overcoat pocket and he threw that packet on the table, upon the table. So then Della dear, he said, my love won't reduce even when you cut your hair, but if you open that packet, really I don't know how you will feel. Okay, how you will feel, he said that. So then Della went and opened the packet. Then in that she saw a set of combs which she worshipped for many months to buy it. Okay, because many a times when they went for outing inside the shop, she used to see that comb from the outside and she used to ask Jim to buy and give that comb, which was very much expensive, which he was unable to afford for her. So when she saw that, she was really very happy. Quickly she changed into that happiness changed into tears because she didn't have a hair. Okay, so her heart was fully desired very much to use that comb, but now she can't use it, right? Even though the comb is hers now, but now she can't use it immediately because she didn't have such a long hair as she had before. So she was really in distress. So and she became distressed, and that's what she became very sad. And she thought that, right, with this haircut my beauty has gone, right? Which was the one which gave her beauty was the long hair. That it was like a rippling cascade, right? So now it is gone. So with the comb, what she will do now for the time being, right? So she became very sad. Della kissed the combs, smiled through her tears, and said, my hair grows so fast, Jim. Jim had not yet seen his present. Della held it out to him on her open palm and said, isn't it lovely, Jim? I hunted all over the town to find it. Give me your watch. I want to see how it looks on it. Instead of obeying, Jim tumbled down on the couch. He smiled a little and said, Dell, let's put our Christmas presents away for a while. They are too nice to use just as present. I sold the watch to get money for your combs, and now will you put the chops on? So then Della convinced to herself and she kissed the combs. Then she smiled through her tears. And she said to Jim that my hair will grow fast. So then once the hair grows, so I will use these combs. Then she took the present of Jim in the open palm and she took it near him and she asked how it is. It is lovely, right? See how lovely gift I have brought for you. So I hunted all over the town. So I went through the town and I purchased this specially for your watch. That is the gold watch. So, but Jim, instead of obeying what he did, just he went and he sat on the couch. That is the sofa, as I told you. Then he smiled a little and he said, okay, now Della, let us keep all our gifts away. Okay, let us keep these presents aside. And I sold, then he will say that because I sold my watch to get you the combs. So better let us keep these presents aside. Now you go and put on the chops, he will say, right? Because the Della kept ready the pan, right, to cook the chops. So Jim says that better you go and cook the chops. Let's have it. Let us leave this presents aside. Okay, that is the story of Jim and Della. So from this story, what you came to know? Yes. So how the couple, how affectionate they are. So because of that affection, they don't know what. Yes, there's something they want to exchange their love and affection. So because of that, in the form of presents, they both bought, but at last they were unable to give it to each other, right? Because now Della received the comb, but Jim, he has lost his gold watch, right? That is called as affection. So how the middle class family couples sacrifice themselves to show affection each other. Yes, now you have to complete page number 18 in the textbook. That all the three means I have done for you. That is the first mean, complete the table to make words with some, any, no, every. Okay, so that is people, things and place. So where you will use somebody, something, nothing, like that. Understood? So people, for people you can write somebody, not, nobody, anybody, everybody, like that. So for things you know that, right, where you use anything, something, nothing, like that. Places, anywhere, somewhere, where, nowhere, everywhere. Okay, then now fill in the gaps with the words from the above table. So above table you have written the people, things and places. So those, using those words, you have to fill these blanks. Second mean. Then the third mean is rewrite each sentence using another word or phrase in place of underlined word. So the first one I will explain you. Jim was never late. So what is the meaning of late? Yes, that is not late. So Jim was always on time. So the sentence meaning should not change, but you have to change the underlined word there. Next, he was without gloves. That is, he was not having gloves. Then he needed a new overcoat. That is, he was in need of a new overcoat. They were expensive combs. That means the combs were very costly. Then he drew a packet from his pocket. That is, he took out a packet from his pocket. Okay. Then after copying all these means in the textbook, you have to write the notes in your new classwork. That is, the notes is given here, new words, then glossary, you have to copy from the previous video and this video. Then the third main is answer the following: 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, up to 7 means are there. So you have to keep one new book for English classwork. You have to maintain one new notebook for English classwork and you have to write in that. Okay, this chapter 2. Okay, By the next class, you have to complete all these things. This is your assignment for today. I hope you all understood this chapter. Thank you, dear students. Stay home, stay safe. See you in the next class. Bye bye. Take care.